Welcome back, everyone, to my channel. How often do you clean your phone? Every month? Every 6 months? Some of us might not even remember the last time we cleaned it. Well, how dirty is your phone? More importantly, what's living on your phone? This is something that most of us don't think about. We go to sleep with our phones under our pillows. They sit on surfaces that collect dust, and in between, they pick up viruses and bacteria that can impact your health. That's right. Your seemingly harmless phone could be dangerous to your health. Think of all the places your phone has been, all the people you've come into contact with since you got your phone. It's reasonable to assume it's pretty filthy. Now, imagine all those germs sitting inside your pocket or purse next to your phone. Yeah, no wonder why some phones feel a bit sticky sometimes. So let's talk about the hidden dangers of a dirty phone and what you need to know. Starting off with number 1. Eye and ear infections. If you're anything like me, then you love listening to music while you clean. And if you're anything like me, then you probably use wired headphones. Well, this can actually put you at risk for eye and ear infections. A study conducted by the University of London found that bacteria levels on the wired headphones were far more than what was found on public transportation door handles. Door handles. The same goes for your phone. If you use a wired headset and you never clean it, then you could be putting yourself at risk for infections simply because you're constantly bringing it near your face. This goes for the little speaker holes too. So be sure to clean out the dirt and debris from these areas. Number 2. Respiratory infections. Did you know that the average smartphone is 18 times dirtier than a public door handle? Door handles. According to a study conducted by San Diego State University, they collected samples from various locations on the iPhone 5s, including the back of the phone, home button, and the speaker and microphone holes. These samples were then cultured, and the results showed that the most common types of bacteria found on the phones were Micrococcus luteus, Bacillus cereus, and Staphylococcus hominis. These bacteria are commonly found in soil and water, but can also cause respiratory infections in humans. One reason why phones get so dirty is because we tend to touch our faces a lot throughout the day without realizing it. And since we carry our phones everywhere with us, they collect all the bacteria from our hands and the environment. Then, when we bring them close to our faces, the bacteria can easily transfer onto our skin or even get inhaled. So be sure to wash your hands before holding your phone and cleaning it regularly. Number 3. Food poisoning. Smartphones can make you sick in more ways than one. A few years ago, a food poisoning outbreak in Germany was actually linked back to smartphones. Yes, smartphones. At the time, there were reports of an unknown bug causing people to become severely ill after using their phones. Turns out that the culprit was the Nokia E75, a device that had recently been released. While it looked great, it also had a fatal flaw. The phone's exterior was made from polyvinyl chloride, which is extremely sensitive to stomach acid. Apparently, many users had the habit of biting on their phones and some even chewed on them. When the acidic juices came into contact with the phone's exterior, microscopic pieces of the material were released into the digestive system, causing food poisoning. Yikes. So if you have a habit of chewing on your phone, it might be time to find a new stress ball. Number 4. Skin irritation. Did you know that some phones can actually irritate your skin? It all depends on the materials used to construct the phone. Back in 2011, a report surfaced of several iPhone users developing severe allergic reactions to the devices. Turns out that the nickel oxide battery used in the older models was causing the reactions. People who suffer from nickel allergies should avoid using iPhones altogether, or at least cover up the affected area with a case or a screen protector. Other metals, such as mercury, lead, and cadmium, have also been linked to skin irritation and other health problems. In fact, there was a lawsuit against Apple in 2011 over the amount of mercury in the iPhone. To minimize any potential health risks, I recommend using a protective case. But whatever you do, don't bite on it. No. 5. Hearing loss. Using your phone in bed is a big no-no. Okay, so sleeping with your phone under your pillow might seem like a good idea to have it nearby just in case, but it can actually damage your hearing. According to the World Health Organization, prolonged exposure to noise above 80 decibels can cause permanent damage to your hearing. Sounds above 120 decibels can cause immediate pain. Your phone is capable of reaching volumes well above these thresholds. Even if you aren't blasting your music, the radiation coming from your phone can still impact your hearing. It's believed that cell phone radiation interferes with the function of the inner ear, leading to hearing loss. Another concern is that since phones emit radio frequency waves, they can interfere with the brain waves responsible for maintaining your sleep cycles. Not only will you wake up with a start, but you may have trouble getting back to sleep. Try keeping your phone away from your bed. Number 6. Cancer. As mentioned earlier, phones emit radio frequency waves, which are a form of non-ionizing radiation. Studies have shown that long-term exposure to radio frequency radiation can increase the risk of certain types of cancer, including brain tumors and breast cancer. Several studies have examined the association between cell phone usage and the development of brain tumors. Some have reported increased risks, while others have found no association. However, there is some evidence to suggest that individuals who use cell phones for extended periods of time or have used them for many years may be at a higher risk of developing brain tumors. It's important to note that the research findings are inconsistent and the evidence is not conclusive. The World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies radio frequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans based on limited evidence for cancer. Until further research clarifies the issue, it's always a good idea to limit your exposure to electromagnetic fields. Number 7. Insomnia. Whether it's a song, a podcast, or an audiobook, many of us like listening to things while we fall asleep. However, this can negatively impact your sleep. There are two main reasons why phones keep us awake. First, the blue light emitted from the screen interferes with our natural sleep cycles. Second, the content we consume keeps our brains active. While falling asleep, our brain waves slow down and that allows us to drift off into dreamland. Blue light tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Additionally, engaging content can stimulate our minds, making it difficult to relax and fall asleep. If you want to get a better night's sleep, try to avoid using your phone in bed and put it away across the room. Instead, read a book or listen to calming music. Number 8. Poor posture. We spend a lot of time on our phones nowadays. In fact, some of us spend upwards of 5 hours per day staring at our screens. With all this screen time, it's easy to develop bad habits that can cause serious problems down the road. Looking at your phone for long periods of time can cause your neck to become stiff and sore. It can also cause your shoulders to hunch forward, which can cause back and neck problems in the future. The best way to prevent this is to be mindful of your posture and take breaks every now and then. Make sure to stretch your neck and back so that you don't develop any chronic pain. Number 9. Dry eyes. If you're looking at your phone for long periods of time, then you should take a break every now and then. Seriously, you can't stare at your phone for hours on end. After a while, your eyes will start to feel dry and irritated. This happens because looking at your phone reduces the number of times you blink. Normally, blinking spreads tears across your eyes, keeping them moist. However, when you're focused on your phone, you tend to blink less. This can cause your eyes to become dry and irritated, leading to discomfort and even possible damage. So take a break and look away from your phone every once in a while. And finally, number 10. Headaches. Spending too much time on your phone can cause headaches. Most of the time, this is caused by poor posture or the strain of looking at your phone for too long. Our necks weren't designed to hold up our heads for hours on end. And after a while, the strain can cause tension headaches. This is because the muscles in your neck and shoulders become tight and uncomfortable. Simply relaxing the muscles can usually alleviate the pain. Just remember to take breaks and stretch your neck. Also, if you wear glasses, make sure they're up to date and provide the proper prescription. Otherwise, you'll strain your eyes and get a headache. Well, that about wraps things up. Now you know the top 10 dangers of a dirty phone. Do you disinfect your phone on a regular basis? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and have a great day.